Shalom, Yeshurullah. Before we go into this lesson, we give all honor and all glory and all praises to Yahweh, Sokal, Halal, Yam, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham, Yakakwadash. We give the honors to the apostles and prophets and elders of James. God better as great millstone for to bring forth the 100% truth that I've been currently edified under. To this lesson, we are going to the topic Sons of God, because there have been a lot of videos been circling around lately, and I'm going to show you exactly what I'm talking about before we continue. This video has been circling around lately and has been misleading a lot of people. It says the supernatural fallen angels and Nephilim playlist, right? But then have people in comment board that's saying this, which you could grab right here. It says those are the sons of God, the fallen ones. It says they know time is running out, that's them coming down to earth to carry out agendas, which we know is nonsense. And there's always a Jake woman behind this nonsense. Y'all err not knowing the scriptures. It wasn't given for you to understand, but you're still taking upon yourself to go and mislead people with the nonsense. You'll have a serious judgment coming to you now. You can't call ignorance on what you're just saying here, because all you're doing is adding and taking away from the scriptures. At this point, you're adding. And before we go on, let's go on to what happens when you add to the scriptures, right? Let me find out. Revelation chapter, I believe is 22 and 18, I believe. Don't quote Matthat. Right. It says, for I testify unto every man that heareth the words of the prophecy of this book, if any man shall add unto these things, the Most High shall add unto him the plagues that were written in the book. So you, Miss Lady, and many others who claim fallen angels, let's find out. Let's see. Fallen angels. Oh, not one. Okay. See? Let's continue. Oh, no Nephilims either. Okay, alright. Where you get your doctrine from? As far as I know, the scriptures, the Bible say, to the law and to the testimony, if they speak not according to this word, that's because there's no light in them. So clearly you have no light in you. You have no spirit of discernment, but to discern away from the truth. You have no understanding, but you are spewing nonsense as usual. And many of our Jake people caught up in this nonsense. And at the end of the day, it comes down to the Christian church. Who taught them that if there were fallen angels among us, and that the angels disobeyed Yahweh and fell from heaven? Was it not the Christian church? But as far as the Bible says, to the law and to the testimony, all the angels must hearken unto the voice of Yahweh thy power. They have no choice. There's no free will. So if there's no free will, and the Most High Yahweh is omnipotent, most powerful, ultimate power, how doesn't he have control over his creation? You see, none of these things adding up. You're contradicting yourself every day. You're literally contradicting yourselves every day. And then still want to get on somebody for telling you all, or you're talking shit and speaking the truth, showing you in scriptures. We just bring out multiple scriptures, showing y'all and breaking it down for y'all. You know what I just do? Scoff, mock, name call, move the goalpost because all you can't answer all your own question, and then flee the scene. That's all you're good for. Or as I forget his name, Caleb said, roughly paraphrasing, they are just punching bags. At this point, all are just punching bags for the Israelites. Two is waiting to be destroyed. That is all you are. But let's go on to the lesson. It needs to be addressed at this point. Right? This is nonsense. And it's always somebody that looks like a Jake spewing this nonsense. And this is the reason why the heathens are not supposed to be reading of this book. Because this book is not for them. You see why? They know they err not knowing the scriptures. They don't know the scriptures. So all they're going to do is twist and turn and mislead us. Mislead our people. Look at the nonsense Esau taught. Come on now, man. Hey, anyways, having many J people questioning their power, their own power, saying how what Yahweh Shai or the God of the Bible is white. But stop and all believing that nonsense when the scripture's giving you the breakdown. There's literally a description of Yahweh and Yahweh Shai, but yet you will still say that the God of the Bible is white. I done. I had to say it. All Christians, all religions, all your fucking doom. They're not coming back from all your, sorry to say, all your doom. You will give it a spirit of slumber, so sleep. Sleep, please, because you're not making no sense at this point. Sleep. Let's go into the lesson, all right? Let's start from Genesis chapter. I want to start off with the understanding of the continuation of Adam's seed line as to where the breath of life would have continued, the wisdom and understanding, which we did in Adam and Eve creation story 1 and 2. Let's continue. Genesis chapter 4 and verse 25, straight to the point. And Adam knew his wife again. He came back to her, and he went and she bare a son. He went in unto her, they had sex, and she bare his son Seth. It's which definition is for God. It says said she had appointed me another seed instead of Abel, whom Cain slew. So that's what she said. The Most High granted her another son. Let's continue in verse 26. And Salathiel, to him also there was born a son, and his name, and Salathiel, and he called his name Amos. Then began the men to call upon the name of Yahweh. Begin to establish, because guess what Seth would have done? Taught it to his sons. And that's why into the genealogy of Adam, let me read from verses 1. This is the book of the generation of Adam, the genealogy, the generation of descendants. It says, in the day of the Most High, that the Most High created man, in the likeness of the Most High made he him. And verse 2, and male and female created he them, and blessed them, and he called their name Adam, and he called their name Adam in the day when they were created. And Adam lived 130 years, and begat a son in his own likeness, after his image, and called his name Seth. That's the continuation of his descendants after Abel passed. And guess what he did? As we read here, he passed down that understanding how to serve Yahweh, his commandments, his sayings, his words, because it was taught to Adam. That's the breath of life, wisdom. And let me grab that before we continue, because I don't want nobody come back and tell me no nonsense at this point in time. Wisdom of Solomon chapter 7 and verses 25. I get straight to the point. Or let go from 4. For wisdom is more moving than any motion. She passeth and goeth through all things, by reason of her pureness. Verse 25, for she is the breath of the power of the Most High and the image of his goodness. So you're seeing here that that image that was passed down to Seth was the wisdom and the understanding to serve or to please Yahweh by a way of obedience. And from there, he will be given the earth as Adam once was. That's the continuation of his lineage. That's why we are called the children of God, because we are the sons of God. How do we know that? Go into the lineage. It goes all the way back, and there's even a cross reference here in Luke telling you who the sons of God is, who it goes back to. And let's go into it. Let's go all the way up to the lineage. This is the sons of God, genealogy of Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. And you see in the cross reference in Genesis chapter 5 and verse 1 to 32, the same lineage. That's the sons of God. Let's go down. Yahweh Shai begat, Yahweh Shai himself began 30. Of course, Joseph, as we see in here, the son of Joseph, which was the son of Heli, which was the son of Matthat. But let's go down. Son of Joseph, son of Nagge, son of Juda, son of Neri, son of son of Levi, Salathiel, son of Eliakim, if that's how it's pronounced, Salathiel, son of David, as coming down to the end, son of Nason, son of Juda, son of Nahor, son of Salah, son of Lamech, son of Canaan, and going down to what? The son of Abraham, which was the son of God. That's the lineage. It's showing you who the sons of God are. It's not telling you once that it's angels. Oh, angels. Oh, no. You all need to study. Scripture says study to show yourself approved. A workman need not to be ashamed, rightly, listen to it, rightly dividing the word of truth. If you are unable to rightly divide the word of truth, it's not given for you to speak on it. It's very simple. Let me tone down. It's supposed to be an edifying lesson. Let me tone down. I get a little aggressive at this point. So, when you go back into Genesis, this is what issues who your sons of God are. And let me read it. And we see who it is, the descendants of Adam coming down to the lineage of the Israelites, which includes us. But let's continue. The corruption of mankind. And it came to pass when men began to multiply on the face of the earth, and the daughters were born unto them, that the sons of God saw that the daughters of men, that they were fair, and they took them wives of all which they chose. Now you understand that the sons of God coming down from Seth into Enos, continuing the lineage, would show who it is. There's a whole genealogy on it as to who the sons of God go back to. That's the lineage right there, which we just read. So now we have a better understanding, right? So far, we're supposed to have a better understanding at this point. The sons of God are the children of Israel going back up to the lineage of Adam, which is our forefather. Those are our forefathers. Yahweh Shai, which was Adam, which brought forth the seed line from Seth. It was supposed to be from Abel, but it continued from Seth, and then Abel came back as Jacob. It's very simple. If you have if you have this, if the Spirit is on you to understand, then you have nothing to worry about. Cain slew Abel. Esau slew and continuously trying to slew Jacob. Same spirit. Same exact spirit. That motion and movement, exact spirit. Of course, another topic for another time. So let's continue. So when the men began to multiply on the face of the earth, and the daughters were born unto them, this is what it's talking about. Because remember, in many instances, the Israelites that mingle with the other people via their daughters usually would have misled them or lead them away from Yahweh because of their different philosophies and customs. That's all it is. And a good example is Nehi. Let's go in Ezra. A good example is Ezra. I think Ezra could be more of a clarity. If I could find it. I don't know why my hand. Okay, Ezra, right there. Chapter 9. And you can read the whole thing, but like going to the first one. It says, now when these things were done, it says, the princes came to me, saying, the people of Israel and the priests and the Levites have not separated themselves from the people of the lands, doing according to their abomination. You see that right here. Doing it according to them, doing according to their abominations. Even of the Canaanites and of the Hittites and the Perizzites and the Jebusites and the Ammonites and the Moabites and the Egyptians and the Amorites. It says, for they have taken of their daughters for themselves and their sons and for their sons. It says, so that the holy seed have mingled themselves with the people of those lands. It says, yea, the hand of the princes and rulers had been chief in this trespass. It's telling you right here. Let's get straight to the point. It says, now therefore give not your daughters unto their sons, neither take your daughters unto their sons, nor seek their peace or their wealth forever, that ye may be strong and eat the good of the land, and leave it for the inheritance of your children forever. And another one to that, even in Nehemiah, like going to Nehemiah as well, 13 and verse 24, which it's the same thing, but like go on 24, where it says, right, mixed marriages forbidden. When they go into it, it says and their children spake. The children spake half in the speech of Ashdod, and could not speak of the Jews' language, but according to the language of each people. It says, and I contended with them, and cursed them, and smote certain of them, and plucked off their hair, and made them swear by the Most High, saying, ye shall not give your daughters unto their sons, nor take your daughters unto their sons for yourselves. It says, did not Solomon king of Israel sin by these things? Yet among many nations was there no king like him, who was beloved of his power, and the Most High made him king over all Israel. Nevertheless, even he did outlandish woman to cause the sin. Very simple. Because they were not of the same understanding. They are different from the sons of God, from the chosen seed. So all they know is beast-like operations and movements. Powers from the left-hand side. Idols which they call gods. That they worship, that they do things as according to their custom. And while we trying to show respect to them, because we possibly are their husbands, back then we would have been led away like Solomon. A very good example. It has been happening. The sons of God has fallen a multiple times. Not just for that, but because also of disobedience of other things. But of course, we can't have at this point people of other nations, right? But we have to go through a certain we have to strip them away from their custom first, from their belief first. They have to be in subjection unto us, or else it's not going to work. But let's continue. Genesis chapter 6. And verse 3, it says, so we see in how, as the scriptures say, and they took them wives of all which they chose, the sons of God. Let's continue. And Yahweh said, my spirit shall not always strive with man, for that he also is flesh, yet his days shall be 120 years. And verse 4, it says, let me grab it here. Salathiel, which this is the point here. If you don't go into your definitions, you will never get the understanding. It says, there were giants in the earth in those days, and also after that, which the sons of God came unto the daughters of men. Now, before we continue this, let us get the definition of the word giants, please. Because that word giants is not what you think it is. Firstly, into the interlinear, let's grab that word giants, right? Now, what you would see here is what? Giants and Nephilim. No problem. Now, see what it's directing you to. From H5307. Properly a fella, bully, or tyrant. But let's go on. Let's see. There it is. Nafal, which means what? To fall. Can I play?
Strong's H 5307. Nafal. Nafal.
So that which means to what? To fall. That's what it's telling you. Giants literally is to fall. Because the root definition, the root etymology, which is the original definition in the Hebrew tongue, gives the meaning. To fall short. Understand? It's very simple. To fall, to waste away. To cause to fall. One more thing, because I want to show you something. Let me hit the same interlinear in the NLT. Let's see what it says. The Nephilim. See that? Now let's go into it. What does that say? It's the same word for giant. In the root etymology, it tells you to fall. That's the definition. It doesn't say an angel. It says that's the definition is to fall. Very simple. To fall short. How do we fall short? By sinning. By transgressions of the words of Yahweh. Ba'ashem Yahushai. It's very important. The Bible tells you to do that. So come on, Ecclesiastes chapter 1 and 1. As the scripture said, many words that are uttered in Hebrew and translated into another language might not have the same force in them. That's why it's important to go into your words. Because if you don't, you will not get the proper understanding unless you go into these words at times. It's not hard, it's very simple. By going into your words, you will get a better understanding. To fall, to cast down, to fell off, to fall short, to cause to fall. Very simple. And as you go on, it says, the Most High saw that the wickedness of man was great in the earth. See? Because the daughters of men of these other nations, of these other people, cause the seed line from Enos coming down to fall. Seed line of Abraham. Not Abraham, Salakia. Seed line of Adam, Salakia. That's all it is. They fell off. The Most High saw that the wickedness of man was great in the earth, and that every imagination of the thoughts of his heart was only evil continually. And verse 6, and it repented the Most High, it repented Yahweh Salakia, that he had made man on the earth, and it grieved him at his heart. And verse 7, and Yahweh said, I will destroy man whom I created from the face of the earth, both man and beast, and the creeping thing, and the fowls of the air, for it repented me that I made them. And verse 6 and verse 8, Salakia. But Noah, see, Enos to Noah, which is what I said, Enos to Noah, which goes back into the genealogy. Look, it's telling you, Adam to Noah. These are the starting point of your sons of God. By the genealogy in itself, it's telling you that. From Adam to Noah, your sons of God. Who fell off is the in between from Enos coming down to Noah. Many of them fell short. So let's go back. Let's continue. Verse 8. I'm going to go in verse 8. But Noah was found, let me read it again. But Noah was found grace in the eyes of Yahweh. See? It says, these are the generations of Noah. When it says Noah was Salakia. Salakia. Right. These are the generations of Noah. Noah was a just man and perfect in his generations. And Noah walked with the Most High. Meaning what? He followed. He hearkened unto the voice of Yahweh. He continued his teachings starting from coming up. He didn't cease like many others and fell off. These are your sons of God. That's why the scripture said, ye are gods. Let me grab that. Scripture's telling you that, but we people doesn't want to hear it. 82:6. I have said, ye are gods, and all of you are the children of the Most High, which shows in our genealogy who we are. Going back to what Adam, which is the son of God. That's your sons of God lineage right there. I have said, ye are gods, and all of you are the children of the Most High. But ye shall die like men, and fall like one of the princes. Fall. Fall. Which goes back to Naphal, which is defined in the word giants or Nephilim. To fall, to be cast down, to cause to fall short, to fell. That's the definition. It's telling you right here. Now you understand who are your sons of God? I hope this is comprehensible at this point. I would really hope it is comprehensible. Remember, we were supposed to be the judges of the earth. Adam was, as I said, Adam was Lord over all thy creatures. All. Lord over creation itself. Adam was also the high priest of the earth. He was the only one that was given the wisdom and understanding, that breath of life. And I could read again because I need you to understand. Let me read again. For wisdom is more moving than any motion. She passeth and goeth through all things by reason of her pureness. For she is the breath of the power of Yahweh. The breath. Is there anything else that needs to be understood? She is that breath of life. So this nonsense about Alahayam, the fallen angels, Nephilims, there's your Nephilims. We, us that fell. From judges to servants. From kings to flicking peasants. This is our fall. Off of our disobedience. Come on now. Come on. All you can't be why this at this point. Right? And I say I try to keep it relaxed, but I didn't. Salakia for that. Salakia for that. Salakia for that. And this is one of the reasons why it's better to study to show yourself approved. Better to go into the scriptures with a guidance via an elder or any like-minded brother that speaks the truth and nothing but the truth, which you can start from the GMS camp and also other like-minded brothers. There's also other camps that follow under them. So, these are the men of Yahweh Hashem Yoshai. It's just that simple. You can't get better than that, people. Right? At the end of the day, it's very simple. All throughout the scriptures, it's telling you the same thing. Let me grab one. In Baruch. I'm going to grab one. Actually, let me continue. I was going to stop, but let me continue the lesson. I really would like to go into it. There was a precept which Matthat had on his lesson. as well. And I would like to read it to give a little more clarity as well. Right? And it says here, Yahushua answered them, "It is not written in your laws. I said, ye are gods." See? Is it not written in your laws? I said, ye are gods. Which when you go back, which you read in Psalms, it's there. It says, it's even there in Psalms. It says, if he called them gods unto the words of Yahweh, it says, unto whom the words of Yahweh came. See? Those who were given that. Those who were given the understanding. It says, and if he called them gods, it says, unto whom the words of Yahweh came, and the scriptures cannot be broken. It says, say, verse 36, say ye of him whom the Father had sanctified and sent into the world, thou blasphemest, because I said, I am the Son of God, which he is, which we are. This is your Son of God. These are your sons of God. Going back into Luke, the genealogy coming down. These are your sons of God. And then when you get the understanding of the creation story, 2nd Ezra chapter 3 and verse 5, verse 4 and 5, so like, let me read it because we did this in Adam and Eve. It says, O Yahweh, who bears rule. It says, thou spakest at the beginning when thou didst planted the earth, and that thyself alone, and commandest the people, and gave a body unto Adam without a soul. You see the separation in creation here? Let's continue. Without a soul, which was the workmanship of thine hands, and didst breathe into him the breath of life, and he was made living before thee. Now we know the breath of life was referring to what? The wisdom. So before he was carnal, he would have been more of a bestial state, and when he was taught, he became wise and know how to serve Yahweh and know how to govern the earth. That is why he was given Lord of all thy creatures. Before I go, I grab it and come back. It says, I went to the wrong one. It says, and after these, Adam also whom thou madest Lord of all thy creatures. Of him come we all, and the people who also has whom thou hast chosen. So going back into it, it's telling you here. Four and five, two separate creations. Two separate creations, 4 and 5. But you know we just talk shit too now, so let's continue. It says, and thou leadest him into paradise, which thy right hand had planted before ever the earth and came forward. And unto him thou hast gavest commandment to love thy way, which he transgressed, and immediately thou appointedest death into him. Because we see the scripture tells you in Baruch, let me grab that before you close off. Chapter 4 and 1. It says, this is the book of the commandments of Yahweh, and the law that endureth forever. They are, it's like all they that keep it shall come to life, but such as leave it shall die. Simple as it is. So let me go back. Let me finish it off. I believe it's 7 or 8 I reach on. 7. 6. Right, it says, and unto him thou hast given the commandments to love thy ways, which he transgressed, and immediately thou appointest death in him, and his generations, the sons of God. It says, of whom came nations, tribes, peoples, kindreds out of number. It's dealing with the children of Israel, because only they was referred to these. Simple. Revelation 7, Revelation 5, Hosea. There's multiple script precepts about it. You can't dispute it. Let's continue. And it says, and every people walketh after their own will, and did wonder things before thee, and despised thy commandments. And again, in process of time, thou broughtest the flood upon those that dwell in the world, and destroyedest them. So we're seeing the storyline of the sons of God. The genealogy, the lineage coming, the descendants of Adam, coming all the way down. What was their judgments for their transgression? It's telling you right here. Adam transgressed, and the rest fell short after. And it came to pass in every of them that as death was to Adam, so was the flood to these. It says, nevertheless, one of them thou leftest, namely Noah, with his household, of whom came all righteous men. See? And verse 12, and it happened when it happened that when they that dwell upon the earth began to multiply, and had gotten them many children, and were a great people, they began again to be more ungodly and than the first. See, falling again, as you're seeing. And as he continue, now when they live so wickedly before thee, thou didst choose thee a man from among them, whose name was Adam. And there the lineage would continue. We are seeing in instances there were fallen men in the mix of good. Enos, from there was a fallen state. Noah, from there was a fallen state. Just like in Adam, Cain, come on, like be real, fallen, kill Abel, flee. That's what happened. So the children of Israel, going back up to the lineage of Adam, by that particular seed line, they were sons that fell. And we today are a very good example of that. We are fallen state. We are below the barrel itself in this society for our transgressions. That's why the remnant are preserved. For what? For salvation. Right? So I hope this lesson was edifying. Because, let's see if I find it here. Because even when they go into Ecclesiastes, which if you don't have the understanding of, I'm going to grab it right here. So you go into some definitions. Ecclesiastes 1, which somebody brought this up already. It says, verse 9, it says, the thing that had begun it is which shall be, and that which is done is that which shall be done. Right? It says, and there is no new thing under the sun. You understand? It wasn't talking about, because people who want to have that understanding is the sons. No, it would have been happening today if that's the case. It would have been angels falling again. There's no new thing under the sun. What has been back then is now. You need to stop all your nonsense at this point. So the sons of God, going back to Genesis 6, is talking about the generation from Seth coming down to Noah. Even we also, from Noah, in between Noah to Abraham, to Abraham, which is now continued as Abraham, is also referred to as the sons of God, because they have fallen as well. And Yahweh chose Abraham to continue that lineage. It's just that simple. So I hope this lesson was edifying. Right? This Nephilim thing. Now you understand Nephilim now? Or you're still going and lean on your own understanding after? I hope you all don't do that. Rather you go in the scriptures and get a definition rather than to do what all you feel and please, because that's not going to help all you. That's the truth. Alright? So Shalom Yasharala. I hope this lesson wasn't edifying. Kal Halaliam Yahweh, Bahasham Yahushai, Bahasham Rekakwadash. We give double honors to the apostles and prophets and elders of JMS Khan, better known as Great Millstone, for the bring forth the 100% truth that have been currently edified under. And I hope this lesson was indeed edifying, because we have to remember that his commandments is life everlasting. What he commands, once we listen, once we show obedience and respect and rev and love and fear, we basically have not much to worry about. Lest it's his will that we fall. If it's not his will, we safe. That's the truth. His commandments is life everlasting. Remember the scripture say, the words that I spake unto you, they are spirit and they are true and they are life. So the words that was spoken unto Adam, that the breath of life that was given, passing down, that is that wisdom. That is what separates us from the heathens. They don't have that kind of power, which is our power, and they will never have our power. Very simple. So I hope this lesson was indeed edifying. I am a boy Kazakh Yasharala, saying to y'all, Shalom.